and welcome everybody. I'm Lindy Hughson, publisher of PK and Packaging News, Australia's media hub for the packaging industry. And today I'm at the headquarters of the Australian Packaging Covenant Organisation. I'm talking to Meredith Epp. She's the Industry Partnership Manager for APCO. And Meredith is going to tell us all about the year that APCO's had and the awards program.
Thanks for being here today. So APCO, like everyone, has had an interesting year. I think 2020 is one that we didn't expect, but we've still continued to deliver some fantastic work here at APCO with the launch of Our Packaging Future, the roadmap towards the 2025 national packaging targets that was launched earlier this year. And we've really seen our members continue to do fantastic work. The rubber is really hitting the road in terms of putting those strategies in practice and working towards more packaging sustainability.
So I understand that one of the spin-offs, the positive spin-offs of the Our Packaging Future roadmap is a special new dimension to the awards program. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. So this year we have introduced a new awards category, so Our Packaging Future Awards, and those are self-nomination awards, the first time we've really done that. And that's really recognizing those initiatives that link back up to the strategies in Our Packaging Future, and really recognizing and rewarding some of those fantastic initiatives that our members have achieved over the past 2 years.
So the way it's going to work this year, as I understand it, is that you have a virtual awards announcement. Is that correct?
That's correct. So like everything, I guess this year, things have changed a little bit. So our annual awards will be done online this year, which is open to all members, and anyone's welcome to join that.
So that's really exciting. But first, we've got an industry sector awards program, which is also part of the overall program. And today we're going to be announcing the industry sector winners, which is really exciting. Tell me, Meredith, how many members do you have in the APCO program?
Yeah, so we have over 1,500 member organizations now, and that spans across 153 different industry categories. So you'll see with the awards, we've had to break that down into about 12 different industry category awards. So it's always a bit of a hard job to try and put people into those different boxes, if you will. But we've seen some fantastic work, and the awards are measured by the Packaging Sustainability Framework. So every year APCO members are required to submit an annual report, and the awards are reflected back by their scores and their reports.
Without further ado, let's work our way through the awards winners today. So we're going to start with agriculture and nurseries.
Yes, so our winner for agriculture and nurseries is Rivalea. Rivalea Australia is actively engaged in multiple closed-loop collaboration initiatives, and they've also worked to advocate for commercial packaging, innovation and sustainability within the pork industry, which is great. And through the review of the packaging sustainability guidelines, Rivalea Australia's current packaging has been optimized for minimum material use while maintaining the industry safety standards, which is always really important when you're working in the food and agriculture sector.
Yes, safety is a huge priority, and packaging plays a very important role in that. Now, the next category would be one that has had a massive impact this year as a result of the pandemic. So it's important to remind people that the reporting period that you're judging on actually goes back to 2018, is that correct?
Yeah, so it's up to members in terms of how they report. You can report on calendar year or financial year. So as long as it's a full year and that they make us aware of that.
Okay, so the airline, accommodation and tourism category, who's the winner?
Yeah, so congratulations to our winner, Qantas Australia. Qantas obviously have had an incredibly challenging year as an industry across the sector, but prior to coronavirus, Qantas announced some very, very ambitious waste targets, which included a 75% reduction of waste to landfill by the end of 2021, and removing 100 million single-use plastics from their operations by the end of this year, 2020. So congratulations to Qantas on that incredible achievement.
That is an incredible achievement, and here's hoping that they'll be hitting the airways soon again. Now, the chemicals, hardware and machinery category, that would have been a toughly contested one.
Yes, absolutely. So I guess with every industry category, they have their own challenges. But for this category, our winner is Colour Trend Paints. So congratulations to them. They've established a packaging policy that really focuses on reuse and recycle. The team has integrated packaging sustainability targets into the annual business plan, something we always encourage. as well as into their purchasing procedures. So Color Trend has eliminated paper labels and introduced sustainable reuse solutions and intermediate bulk containers, and transitioned to recyclable resins.
Wow, that's quite a checklist they've hit off there, and I'm glad to hear the word team, because a lot of this work that gets done is all about teamwork, and it's good for the teams to celebrate together. Electronics.
So our electronics winner this year is Kyocera. So Kyocera has carried out extensive packaging testing to maximize protective functioning, obviously important to protect your product. They reviewed 100% of their packaging against the Sustainable Packaging Guidelines, and by doing so, they've identified opportunities to redesign and embed the team to achieve materials optimization across 90% of the packaging.
Now, the next category that we're going to talk about is one of our biggest manufacturing sectors, and certainly this is an area where we have seen at PKN so much work being done on the packaging, sustainable packaging front, and so much innovation coming to the market. So food and beverage, I'm very excited to hear who's the winner there.
Food and beverage is our largest category by far for all members, and our winner this year is Chobani Australia. So their consumer engagement, including the application of the Australasian recycling label across all packaging by 2020, remains beyond best practice. They're also continuing to review all new packaging within PREP, or the Packaging Recyclability Evaluation Portal, with more than 75% of their total packaging is now recyclable through Australian curbside systems.
Well, that's fantastic, and I like to hear how many more people are signing up to the Australasian recycling label. I think we're up to over 450 right now, isn't that right? General merchandise and apparel.
Yes, so our winner this year is 3M Australia. So building on last year's excellent efforts to improve packaging sustainability, reduce waste, in this reporting period, 3M proudly achieved zero waste to landfill across 30% of their sites. They also achieved a comprehensive review against the Sustainable Packaging Guidelines and used life cycle assessment tools. They've been able to drastically reduce their packaging across its range.
Fantastic effort. Healthcare and scientific.
Right, so healthcare and scientific, our winner is ABC Tissue Products, so congratulations. They've again used the SPGs to complete an extensive review, and their continuing partnership with RedCycle. All their packaging is now either reusable or recyclable, which is great. And furthermore, they've implemented that buy recycled policy, which is so important for members. And all of their materials either contain recycled or renewable materials.
Well, that's an excellent effort, and I'm so pleased to hear RedCycle is also gaining traction as a result of the efforts of all these members. Now, the next category is the large retailer category, and we've seen just how important it is for these huge retailers that we have in the country to be taking the lead, and they really have been stepping up. So who's the winner here?
So the winner for the large retail sector is Officeworks. Over the reporting period, the team has included either recycled or renewable content in 98% of all packaging, and has labeled nearly 60% of packaging with the Australasian recycling label. So very impressive work, really setting that tone for industry leadership in Australia.
And of course, supply chain is very important to all these sectors. So logistics and warehousing, who's the winner there?
So our winner for logistics and warehousing is CHEP Australia. So they were our Packaging Excellence Award winner last year. CHEP used detailed product specific life cycle analysis, and they're committing to understanding and optimizing their range of packaging. They've already achieved 100% optimization for their packaging using recycled or renewable content.
I'm sure that CHEP will be really pleased with this award. It's not their first time, so that's fantastic. Well done, CHEP. So packaging manufacturers and suppliers, an award quite close to my heart. Who's the winner here?
So our winner for the Packaging Manufacturers and Suppliers Award this year is LyondellBasell. So congratulations to them. Over the reporting period, LyondellBasell has delivered more than 70% of products in reusable bulk packaging formats, and they've diverted 80% of total on-site waste from landfill, which is again really, really important to look at that B2B space and understand the impact you can have there.
Well, congratulations to them. Telecommunications, our second last award.
Right, our award winner for telecommunications this year is Optus. Through review against the packaging sustainability guidelines, Alptis has also worked to reduce packaging weights, and by doing so has achieved optimization of almost 85% of its total packaging. Furthermore, the team has publicly committed to increasing their total recyclable or renewable content packaging by 95% by 2021.
It's fantastic when the big brand owners and the big corporates are making these public commitments, because there's no going back from there, and that's what we need. 2025 is coming up really soon. Our national packaging targets need to be met. Final award, tobacco.
Yes, so our winner this year is Philip Morris. So Philip Morris, again, have reviewed all of their packaging against the Sustainable Packaging Guidelines and have used a life cycle assessment tool. This year they saw a 3% reduction in packaging materials, and the company is also working on 2025 packaging roadmap that features materials circularity.
Well, thanks so much for sharing those award winners with us, Meredith. Well, congratulations to all the winners and indeed to all the finalists. A fantastic achievement to be among these high achievers for APCO's awards. Now, the rest of the awards will be announced on a virtual awards ceremony, which you can tune into by heading to the APCO website and registering there today. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us in celebrating the industry sector winners.